Hi, my name is Jamar. Welcome to the Toxic Top Rope. Today we're going to be talking about NXT Great American Bash. In our first match, we had the Metal 4, Noam Dar, Ora Mesa, Lash Legend, Jakara Jackson taking on Nathan Frazier, Dragon Lee, Yosa, and Valentina. It was such a back and forth contest. Just think all of this started over the NXT Heritage Cup. You got 8 people. It's an 8-person tag. Men fight the men, women fight the women. It was very high flying. Everyone flying over the ropes. You had Dragon Lee jump over the ropes and Hurricanrana Ora Mesa down to the ground. It was such a good match. My move of the match was when towards the end, when Ora Mesa was on the middle rope getting ready to do a move to Dragon Lee, and Nathan Frazier jumped up and these guys did a reverse Spanish fly. It was so good. I enjoyed it so much. But in the end, we had Dragon Lee winning with what looks like to be a Naito move, the Destino. He runs and drops back into a somersault DDT. Very good. Our next match it isn't my favorite match of the night, but it's my favorite story leading into, with the Dunn being jail Tony D'Angelo, and you got the underboss Stacks trying to get him out of jail, and that then tricked Gallus, who's always ahead of the game. Gallus boys on top, and then tricked them. So with them being tricked, they went into this whole thing about they thought Stacks was turning him, but he was getting out. So now he's out. They going at it for the tag team championship. My move of the match was the superplex done by Tony D'Angelo to Mark Coffey, dropping him down, and Stacks doing a flying headbutt off the top rope. It was so good. It was such a good match, which ended with the family getting the win and becoming the brand new NXT Tag Team Champions. Our next match was a Weapons Wild match with Roxanne Perez taking on Blair Davenport, who had been attacking Roxanne Perez for weeks under a hoodie. It was crazy. It was a crazy match. It added a good dynamic, having Roxanne's little sister and her mom out there, and they're playing into this. Blair's walking over there, she's messing with the child, and the crowd's not into that. They're booing it, and that's what they're supposed to do. It gave a good reaction. Everything in this match, too much to go through in this match. I didn't really have a favorite thing because it was just a lot of weapons and going over, but at the end we get Roxanne Perez taking the win. The next match is a match that sent the internet into a frenzy, with Gable Stevenson, gold medalist, debuting against Baron Corbin. You see, my thing is that I've been watching wrestling my whole life, so my thing is that I'm not hard on wrestlers when they mess up or when they're not ready. That's the company's mess up. So I can't do what they do. I physically cannot get in there and wrestle. So my opinion on that is very short. Is that you got someone who debuted, who's been training, who probably didn't match up with the opponent or partner he had with Baron Corbin, and it turned out really, really not bad, but it wasn't good. So I feel like they called an audible and was just like, hey, let's get this ended. Let's have these guys fight. Or they planned it before because they thought it was gonna get a negative reaction, which is okay, but it ended with a double count out into a brawl, and that was that. The debut of Gable Stevenson that we all been waiting on was trash. Our next match was supposed to be Mustafa Ali taking on Wes Lee. But in this match, it turned out to be a triple threat match. And it became that because Wes Lee was tricked by the super hated Dominic Mysterio, because he turned on his dad and all this drawing a judgment day. But they boo him. He can't even talk. They hate him so much, Dominic Mysterio. But Ali was mad at Wes Lee because it was supposed to be a one-on-one match, and it turned into a triple threat, and that's what we had. And so it was, to me, it would have been the match of the night for me if Rhea Ripley didn't interfere the entire time. I hated that. I know it's a judgment day, but it used to interfere towards like the end of the match, but they didn't interfere. She interfered a lot. I don't want to go through, because I kind of wrote all of them down because I want to go through them, but she interfered a lot. We had Mustafa Ali go for his big move, which he had Dominic Mysterio and Wesley on the apron. He went for a 450 on the apron, missed both of them. And I thought he was legit hurt, but he got back in, he was okay. And you had Wesley, his big moment was when Rhea Ripley was on the apron and he ran back and jumped over her to hit Dominic Mysterio. And Dominic is Dominic, and he took the win and retained the NXT North American Championship. So our next match was Tiffany Stratton, aka Barbie, taking on the rowdy, young, strong Thea Hall. And as Booker T said, this is the youngest championship match in WWE history. I don't know how old Tiffany Stratton is, but Thea Hall is 19, legit. And she got in there, she got so much energy, she got to chase you with her. The story of how this match was built was amazing, because the ending was so good, because it's a submission match for the championship, because she's been making Tiffany Stratton tap out over and over again. But my thing is that the ending was a masterpiece, because Thea Hall wasn't going to tap out. She got too much going mentally, and she won't give up because she wants to be champion. Andre Chase had to save her from herself, because it's like, what would happen if she just would have kept going? It's just she would have passed out, and he didn't want to see that for his number one student. He didn't want to see that, so he threw the towel in. The match was ended, and your winner is still NXT Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton. Now let's get to this main event. Ilya Dragunov taking on Carmelo Hayes, was his second. Trick Williams, that's my guy, the Trick Mello gang. Bout it. So this was a good match. What I expected in this match was for Ilya Dragunov to completely beat up Carmelo Hayes, and I love Carmelo Hayes, but that's just his style. He goes in super aggressive, and Carmelo Hayes fought back. And it wasn't as one-sided as I thought it was gonna be. Because when the NXT UK guys get in the ring, they go it, like Pete Dunne, they go Walter, they go at it. Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, they put in work. It was a good match. Ilya Dragunov had a lot of good moments in this match. Carmelo had a lot. I think one of my favorite moment in the match is not even a move. Is when Trick Williams got the title and trying to motivate Carmelo. This is the fourth quarter. This is what you came to do. You the champ for a reason. And Carmelo listening to him and getting hyped up. Then towards the end was kind of shady, because you had Carmelo standing in front of Trick. You had Ilya Dragunov running and jumping off of the steel steps. Carmelo moved. It seemed like he hit his head on the championship that Trick Williams was holding, and he took in, when Melo shoot, he don't miss, and he took it home, and it was a good aggressive match. He didn't get completely swallowed up by the energy of Ilya Dragunov, and that was amazing to see. And my thing is that NXT puts on, with rookies and all, they put on some of the best shows I've seen in the years to come, with the switching out of the superstars, when people leaving behind rookie. It's such a good show. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Jamar. Thanks for watching the Talk to Top Rope, and I'll see you next time.